Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for checking out Basic Training. We really appreciate it. This video is brought to you by Shades Monthly. It's a monthly sunglasses subscription service. In today's video, we're going to go over a few hotkeys and tricks to help you increase productivity in Ableton. As usual, we have our one and only, very unique guy on the couch. Hey, guy on the couch. Alright, so first things first in Ableton, we have grid control. With grid control, you have commander control 1, 2, and 3. 1 makes your grid smaller, 2 makes your grid larger, and 3 turns your grid into triplets or 3/4 time. Let me show you an example. So down here in the bottom right, that tells you how much time is in between each grid space. Next we have looping. Commander Control L on the selection of your grid will loop that area automatically. It's a real handy tool. Next we have consolidation. So to consolidate something, you would select it and hit Commander Control J. Let me give you an example. So when I hit Commander Control J, it took out the cut that was in between and it made the clips one. After consolidating, we have quantizing. So to put clips or music on beat, because we're all human, we don't play perfect, you need to quantize it. So to quantize something, you want to select it, and then you hit Commander Control U. So I always use Quantize to grid, and you can change your Quantize settings with Command Shift U. And I set it to current grid. What that does is it'll nudge each one of these notes over to the nearest grid spot. So this is an example. I just put these notes off a little bit, and I'm gonna quantize them to the current grid. After quantizing, we have our view mode. So view modes are very important. It's Shift Tab. What that does is it goes in between your clip view and it goes into your audio effects or plugins. So Shift Tab is a very useful hotkey. Along with that, we have Tab, which changes you from arrangement view or live view. Also very useful. And then we have MIDI View. So in the MIDI View, let me get to it. This is my MIDI View. In the MIDI View, we have this little MIDI loop button. So this is important. When you consolidate a clip with Commander Control J, it shows it right here. There's no extra grayed out endings this way or this way. So then you can hit the loop button down here. What that does is, up here in arrangement view, whatever's in here will keep repeating perfectly. So you can drag this out indefinitely, and it's just the same exact MIDI pattern that's right here, looping over and over. Along with loop, we have fold. So what fold does is, it takes out every single note that's not played within this MIDI clip view. So when you hit fold, all those notes disappear. Very important. With fold, we have velocity. So velocity in the MIDI, this can be affected. I mean, this is how hard your notes are hit, and it definitely affects the way things sound. So to edit that, you would just pull up and affect these little knobs right down here. And that affects each note individually. You can also select all of them and affect them all at once. With velocity, we have automation. So if you want to automate a parameter in Ableton, you would select the parameter, and then your automation line pops up for that parameter. As you can see, track panning pops up, track volume pops up. To automate that, I would just move this parameter like that. Now when you play it, you can see it automated. Whenever you create an automation like that, and it's off, you can also hit this little button and it creates a whole new automation line right below the track. So that way you can affect it easily. You don't worry about messing up your original track. Next we have MIDI and key mapping. So you hit Command or Control M, and when you click on one of these purple parameters, you can assign it to a knob. You would click it, move the knob, and then Command or Control M out. And then after that, your knob would be able to just affect that parameter. Same thing with Command or Control K. Everything turns orange. You click on it. Say I wanted to be able to turn my leads bus on and off. I would hit that, and then Command or Control K. Along with that, we have our input and output settings. So Command comma or Control comma will give you your preferences panel, and I use that all the time. Under your audio tab, you have your audio input device, and you have your audio output device. If you aren't getting any sound coming out of your DAW, it's probably because of these two settings right here. Buffer size is important. If you have a lot of crackling and popping going on, then you need to increase your buffer size. If you have a lot of latency going on, you need to decrease your buffer size, so keep that in mind. And lastly, we have export audio. So Command or Control Shift R gives you your export audio video panel. Let me show you. So here's your export audio video panel, and then you have all your settings, and you can click export. Keep in mind, whatever you have selected on the grid is what's going to export. That's the length of the song. It doesn't matter how many notes you have in there or how long the song is. It's whatever you have selected. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give us a like, subscribe, or even a comment. Peace.